Mama told me no escape today, but I'm near here, gonna break the static's hold. Newsy Nuggets, time it bites, the story is told. Say goodbye to boredom, headlines made of gold. Twist and shake perspectives in a way so bold. They serve it up with humor with a snarky twist. Little bites of news to fill your daily list.
Hey guys, it's Mo. It is January the 6th, 2025. Got that right for the third time today. It is a Christmas miracle or a New Year's miracle, I guess. But we have some newsy nuggets for you. Not, unfortunately, the most happy stories, but these are news that are kind of trending for right now this morning. So, our first story is that unfortunately, a 22-year-old tourist was unalived by an elephant in front of her boyfriend at a Thai sanctuary. Again, New York Post, never change, never have a video that's, related to the headline up there. So this young lady is unfortunately the young lady who lost her life, along, I'm guessing, with her boyfriend, being there and watching it. A tourist was killed by an elephant in front of her boyfriend while on a vacation in Thailand, according to reports. Blanca Origitan Garcia, 22, was bathing with an elephant, at Ko Yo Elephant Care on Yokai Island on Friday when the 50-year-old animal struck her down with its trunk, according to Spanish newspaper El Mundo. Garcia, a law and international relations student at the University of Navarra, you guys know I don't know foreign names, in Spain, was rushed to a local hospital, but unfortunately she passed from her injuries, local police say. Now, Garcia's boyfriend was among the 8 tourists at the sanctuary. Them and about 10 other workers were uninjured when the elephant turned, the owner of Koi Yo Elephant Care told El Mundo. Initial reports claimed that the female elephant had gored Garcia with one of its tusks. However, Spanish news outlet EFE reported that was not the case. The sanctuary, which houses 3 elephants, closed its doors with no planned reopening date, the owner said. Garcia, who hailed from a military family, had just completed her professional internship at Spain's Navy headquarters in Madrid, El País reported. Her body was taken to another hospital on the island of Phuket to be prepared to be taken back to Spain. Spending time with the elephants is a popular activity in Thailand. Friday's killing marks the first fatal elephant attack of 2025, according to El País. There have been some 240 fatal attacks involving the typically gentle giants in the last 12 years, including 39 last year. Just last month, a 49-year-old woman was killed by a wild elephant that charged her in Phukandring National Park. About 2,800 Asian elephants, which are an endangered species, are being held captive at these tourist facilities across Thailand, according to the World Animal Protection Organization. The country is home to 15% of the estimated 52,000 of Asian elephants living in the wild. I think what we could learn from this, and unfortunately, this young lady had to lose her life, but these are wild animals. It's not their job to make tourists happy or to, let people touch them to learn about elephants or what have you. We can do that with National Geographic now. These animals need to be free. These are incredibly social animals. And this is not victim blaming. I mean, I'm sure that, Blanca went there and thought that these animals were being taken care of, but they're not getting the social stimulation from, a larger herd. They're not getting the support there. These places need to be shut down, in my opinion, but I am totally willing to hear another side of the story in the comments. I'm not an elephantologist. I don't know, what elephants need. I just know that if I were stuck around people trying to touch me all day or take a bath with me, I'd probably react violently too. So I feel terrible for the family of this woman and the boyfriend who had to see this all go down. Hopefully, they are getting surrounded with love and support, but I don't think these elephants need to be in these facilities any longer. I think these tourist traps are just as sad as, the circuses that we all decided were probably not the best places for, Dumbo and his mom. So maybe these tourist facilities look nicer, but they still seem to be very depressing for these animals. And I can tell you as a mom, when my kids were toddlers and I was a jungle gym, I mean, Mr. Mo would come over and try to give me a hug, and I would wanna karate chop him because I was just so overstimulated by the random, people hanging on me. I don't think, elephants, moms, people, dogs, any kind of thing can deal with that much sensory overload all the time, and I can imagine that's what these elephants' lives are like. But that's just my opinion. Again, not an elephantologist. Don't come at me in the comments. Give me your different opinion, but be nice-ish about it, in theory. Well, another weird Disney town for the super rich. What could go wrong? Anthony Tot would like to ask. Let's go, Tony. Let's see what this is about. Inside Golden Oak, Disney's bizarre town for the super rich. Well, one day I will be super rich, but I'm not gonna live in a town with an HOA run by Disney. That sounds like hell, the ninth level. The security guard at the entrance is looking at me with suspicion. A lone male in an unremarkable rental car. I do not resemble the archetypal Disney customer nor the family of the archetypal Disney customers who might ordinarily halt at his barrier. But I am here and I tell him to eat at the Four Seasons. With one last squint of perusal, he waves me through. It's not a lie. I am indeed planning to have dinner at the Orlando branch of Canada's foremost hotel brand. And yet I have not told the whole truth and nothing but the truth because I am mainly keen to sneak a peek at Florida City's most curious enclave of luxury accommodations, the Disney adjacent residential community that is Golden Oak. Ooh, this sounds like are they all Stepford wives, or is, like, one normal trying to warn the rest of them? Adjacent is the correct word here. Directly over the fence, Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort is one of the wilder, Disney World's, more rustic accommodation options with wholesome canvas, sturdy cabins, a whoop of children pushing back bedtime over, bags of marshmallows. The contrast of Golden Oak is immediate and obvious. The latter is a moneyed enclave where the most regular noise breaking the golden silence is a crack of balls flying off the tee at Four Seasons 18-hole golf course. Is this just an ad for rich people? The average cost of a home inside is $871,700 or 688,000 pounds. Most of the listings, though, are in the millions. So go ahead and take those couch cushions out and spare your last Aldi's quarter. Well, I mean, they're nice houses, not gonna lie, but you put me that close to Disney, I am not paying that much money. Announced in late 2010 with properties going on sale shortly thereafter, Golden Oak was never meant to exude that tireless Disney cuteness, but the development is still aligned with the Disney brand. It just wears the uniform rather less gaudily. A statue in the front of uh, the ornamental pond that greets visitors just beyond the gate is of Ariel and is about the most overt connection. Even if nothing on the sculpture states that this is Ariel, you can kind of tell this chick is Ariel. But it's classy, y'all, because it's bronze. It's bronze. The illusions are even subtler in the case of the complex's various neighborhoods. Symphony Groves makes a reference to Silly Symphonies in the series of cartoon shorts made by Walt Disney Productions between 19 or 1929 and 1939, which gave the world its first glimpse of Donald Duck, and 1934's The Wise Little Hen. Kimball Trace honors the Oscar winning animator Ward Kimball, and Marceline takes the name of Walt Disney's hometown in Missouri. Kingswell tips its hat to the Los Angeles street on which the Disney brothers opened their first Hollywood studio in 1923, and Golden Oak is itself a tribute to the California ranch that served as Disney's filming location since 1955. I mean, they're nice houses. You just couldn't pay me that much to live near Disney. The influence plays lightly across the hotel. At first glance, everything clings to the genteel Four Seasons. Okay, this is just an ad. We're going to pick a new story because let's see what a $1,300 cruise mistake is. Royal Caribbean passenger makes a $1,300 mistake. It's easy to spend money on cruise ships, and many parents make mistakes when it comes to stopping their kids from running up large bills. One common error is not placing a limit on your child's purchasing ability. That's easy to do and can often be done before your cruise with a visit to guest services. If you don't limit what your kid can spend, they may come back to the room with $25 worth of candy or run up a massive bill at the arcade. Arcades are massive spending traps as you have to scan your room card, but the cost isn't listed and charges pile up fast. Another key area where people run up massive bills is with their smartphones. If you don't put your phone on airplane mode, it will download things in the background. Even if you don't make any calls or actively use your phone, charges will pile up. That means that a charged phone locked in the safe will end up costing you money. Kids, however, do not understand the difference between charges on land and charges at sea. That means you have to be very, very careful with their access to phones as one family learned. Popular YouTube personality Jason Judson had the full story in a recent post. Apparently, this guy's a YouTuber and he is upset. Transcript: a passenger is upset with Royal Caribbean Cruise as they got home from their cruise and received a $1,300 cell phone bill even though they purchased Royal Caribbean's Wi Fi package. They called the cruise line demanding they pay the bill, and Royal Caribbean refused as the passenger admitted they never put their phone in airplane mode and their child used the phone all week to watch videos. So who do you think's to blame? More cruise line phone mistakes to avoid. On multiple occasions, I've had my phone on airplane mode and still come home to large T-Mobile bill. Fortunately, in each case, the carrier worked with me to eliminate the charges. In one case, I made a long phone call from Mexico, which I thought was included in my plan. In reality, I could call Mexico from United States, but not vice versa. Adding to global calling was like $10 a charge, and T-Mobile dropped the original bill and retroactively charged me for a global add-on. So there you go. There are some mistakes. Do not let your kids download stuff while you are at sea. Apparently, cruise lines are pirates and they will steal your money. Now, in this final story, these kids' parents need to look. I'm not saying, but there needs to be some mom shame, some flip flops coming out because this is gross. This is terrible. And this poor little boy is now scarred for life. And this is ridiculous. This is not a prank. This is not a ha ha he he. This is an assault. He's numb about it. A 12-year-old boy's friends allegedly dumped scalding hot water on him in a sleepover prank gone wrong. And I get it. Kids aren't thinking, this is dangerous, this is dumb, but this is life altering for this little boy. So if anyone has little guys, we need to tell them not to dump boiling water on other people. Because if we don't, apparently they will do it thinking it's a prank. A group of young boys in Georgia, ages 12 to 15, are facing charges for allegedly dumping hot water on one of their friends in a sleepover prank gone wrong, according to police and the victim's family. You got to be in shock to know your friends are capable of doing this to you. The victim's Nichelle Austeel told NBC and ABC affiliate WALB, like someone you trusted, it's just horrible. He never thought something like this would happen to him. Tiffany West, the victim's mother, told the local station that her son, aged 12, was at a sleepover with one of their neighbors' apartments in Tifton, about 180 miles south of Atlanta, when his friends allegedly set upon him. It's unclear when the sleepover occurred, as West is choosing to keep certain details private. She says hearing about what happened to her son, who suffered second-degree burns on most of his face, upset her deeply. I mean, I really can't describe it now, West said. In that moment, I was just mad, hurt, in shock, everything. I was seeing red. I was just trying to hurry up and get him some help. Police have confirmed details of the incident to WLAB, or ALB, sorry, stating that 3 minors were charged and released to their families. It is unclear what the charges are. West shared photos with WALB over the weekend of her son in recovery. He was transported to the burn center in Augusta, she said of the aftermath. He had to have surgery. Of course, he's out of surgery and recovering at home, but it's still going to take him 12 to 14 days to heal. West and the boy's aunt both note how he's kept quiet about what happened in his situation. He just don't have no emotion about it, Austeel said. He's numb. He's numb about it. WALB reports that the 3 boys who were charged with the incident are waiting for their first hearing. Get the scarf off of the cat. Which is expected to take place sometime later this month. West wrote on Facebook that saying that people have reached out to her and have shown love to her family and son, whom she described as a warrior in a post on January 3rd. Words cannot describe how thankful I am for each and every one of you, West wrote. It brings tears to my eyes to know that so many people care deeply for me and my son, and we're not alone in this. I drop to my knees every day thanking God that my baby's still here and he's going to be okay, because it could have been worse. My son is a warrior. He's been so strong. Each donation, gift, encouraging word, and prayer has put a smile on my son's face. Again, God bless you all. So thankfully, he will heal, but he's going to have so many mental scars. Cat butt. This is a professional thing, as per usual, cat butt. So sorry, these aren't the greatest stories. These are what are breaking right now. Maybe for this afternoon, we'll have better, more positive stories, but these are what's going on right now. So I'll just give them to you. And sorry about the ad for the towny neighborhood. I thought it was going to be an actual, article, not an ad. So I will look better at those next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, do all the YouTubey things, and I will see you in a little bit. Bye, you guys.